Hi there, my name is Adiola. How have you been? I know that it has been, might have been some down moments for you, but it's okay. And it's not down in the sense, oh, down and out, but down as in self-reflective. Because for us to be great outside, we must be great inside first. So the first module was taking ownership and accepting where you are and then creating a new future for yourself, okay? The next was forgiveness. You have to let go of the old so that new can come in. And these are the steps that I took to become the empowered woman that I am today. And trust me, I'm not even where I want to be yet, but I'm definitely know where I was coming from, you know? I want to get to a place where, and some people call it utopia, but I'm happy that it's called utopia because I'll get it, I'll achieve it. It's achievable for me, where I don't need anybody for anything and nobody needs me for anything. Now hear me right. I didn't say I don't desire people to do things for me, but I will not be in a place where I say I need you to do something for me. And so because of that, I will not be able to exist or be excited or be happy. No. I may ask of you to do something for me. And once you say no, that's fine. I can ask someone else. Because I've learned that it takes a village to build a human being, not just a child. So I create the people that I need around me that can give me the different things that I think I desire. I don't need anything from any of them. But if I desire a hug, maybe this person will be the person I'll call because he or she gives the best hugs. And once they hug me, I know I'm calm again. There are certain people that I call because I know I have a friend who is also a mentor, who, you know, is also a coach for me sometimes. Once he says, Adiola, remember you are heaven. That's all he says to me. Praise for Woe, that's his name. That's all he says to me. That's all he needs to say to me. Adiola, remember your heaven. Go back to your heaven, where the hell without doesn't touch. And I say, that's all I needed to hear, bro. So I have different people for different things. I want to have dinner. My husband doesn't really like going out to eat. I like going out to eat. Can I call my sister, who is also my support system, or my mom, or my friends, whether masculine or feminine? Let's go out and have lunch. Because I will still get what I desire, whether it's with you or not. But we put so much pressure on the one that we think we love that has to be everything for us. But he doesn't, and she doesn't. You, the only person that can be everything for you is you to you. Every other thing you can mix and match. And because you can go out yourself and have lunch without anybody and make a friend there. Yes or no? You see somebody say, go and sit down, can I sit with you? And can we be friends? You can buy yourself gifts. You see a bag, you like it, you buy it. He doesn't have to buy it for you to make you feel wanted or make you feel happy or make you feel loved. You can affirm yourself with what kind words? Yes, you can. You can tell yourself, now, I don't think anybody can praise me the way I praise myself. Nobody on earth can praise me the way I praise myself. Because the way I praise God is the way I praise myself. Because I'm also a God. I'm like my Father. And the more you praise yourself, the more you do more. So when I do something, Diola, that was phenomenal. Well, God, I thank you for putting this thing in my heart, but Diola, I thank you for being obedient. Because I could have said no. And that's why when I do things for people and they say thank you to me, I smile and I say, I accept the thank you. But God could have, if God asked me to do it and I said no, he would have raised someone else to do it. So I allowed myself to be used by God to help you. So it's really not me. I was just a conduit pipe. If you get that, okay? So my next module is gratitude. And see my smile on my face when I think of I'm grateful for, you know, when people say, oh, the little things, I think the little things are actually the biggest things. So air, love, peace, satisfaction, purpose, they seem like the little things, where you say, oh, the little things of life. The little things are actually the biggest things. And the biggest things, car, house, are the smallest things. And because you can buy another car if your car enters the water now, or your house burns down. You build another house. But the things that you cannot buy, that we take advantage of, is the air that we breathe. Because you don't have to think about it. You just breathe in and breathe out. It's a normal mechanism that goes. Same thing with love. So today we're going to talk about gratitude. And gratitude is having the quality of being thankful. It's having the attitude of gratitude. When I said look for the good in things, it starts with the attitude of gratitude. You want to first be thankful for this thing happening. You may not like it, you may not know it, you may not understand, but I'm grateful for it. It's a readiness to show appreciation for something received and possibly to return kindness. A gratitude journal is a great way to remind yourself of the good things that are happening in your life and to keep yourself in a positive state of mind. Nothing beats being grateful. Even to your animals, when you're grateful to them, to your children, when you're grateful to them, to your lovers, when you're grateful to them, your spouses, your friends, your parents, when you're grateful to them. Now, I know that because we have been hurt so much, we say, no, I can never thank him. I can never say thank you for this thing. Is it not his work? Is it not his responsibility? Imagine if he chose not to be responsible. I ask people, so tell me 3 things you're grateful for in your husband or in your lover. And they tell you, I can't really think of anything. I'm like, okay, if you could think of something, what would it be? Oh, well, he provides for us. Okay. He loves the children. Okay. He buys us things. Wow. And there's nothing to be grateful for? Then maybe you say, but that's his role now. Do you know how many people, even you as a woman, how many of your roles of the said roles do you do? So he can choose not to. How many men have you seen that have had children and dumped them and walked away? Or women that have had children that have dumped them and walked away? How many have you seen? But it's their role now. Why didn't they do it? So is there something to be grateful for? And I know that as a woman, and once again, I'll use myself as an example. I used to put everything, to lump everything together and say my husband is a terrible man. But one day I sat down and I said, okay, terrible man, okay. Does he provide for us? Yes. We have a beautiful roof over our head. A very beautiful roof, for that matter, over our head. We have cars that we can move around with in the multitudes. We have, all the things that we need for existence. So could he be a great provider? Yes, write it down and tick that. He comes home every day. As you might laugh. But there are people who don't come home every day. Tick that. He eats my food every day. He would rather come home and eat regardless of the time he comes home than eat outside. Even if sometimes I'm like, hey, please eat outside. I'm okay without you coming home to eat. But to him, it's a responsibility. Somebody has made something, he has to come and eat it. How many people don't eat their wives' food? So that's another thing to be grateful for. When I wrote down all the things I was grateful for, my goodness, and I started to tell him what I was grateful for. So we can have a fight today. 20 minutes or 30 minutes, because I know how to calibrate myself in 7 seconds. I'll send him a message. Thank you for all you do for us. Because even God says when you praise him, he inhabits in our praises. When you praise for something or you're grateful for something, you get more. And try it with your animal if you have one. When you give your animal something, you see them dancing and excited. They want to please you. And that's how it is with human beings. So I tell him, thank you. I may not like his role as a husband. Maybe he might, as an intimate person, maybe I want more. But does that then say that he's now a bad person because our intimacy is not great? I'm just using that as an example. Or I would like more intimacy, which I really do. So let me also put that out there. You know, I'm living my life of authenticity, right? But are there so many other things to be grateful for? Yes. So thank him for those things. Even if you think it's his responsibility, it's his role, is it not? Is it not? Thank him for it. Because it's God's responsibility to look after us, but we still thank him. Why do we thank him? He's the one that created us now, so he has no choice but to look after us. That's God's role, but we thank him all the time. He has no choice but to give us air to breathe. He has no choice but to give us shelter. He has no choice but to give us clothing. He has no choice but to provide for us. But we still thank him. So why can't we do that with our spouses? Why can't we see our spouses as that person who has chosen to take up their responsibility and do it in a fantastic way? Be thankful. Thankfulness is an attitude that you can practice and develop. In case you don't know, there's some people that don't know how to say thank you or I'm sorry. Cultivating gratitude as the norm in your life will make keeping your gratitude journal easier. And in this module, we're going to get a gratitude journal and we're going to write things in it every day. You will write 5 things you're grateful for that happened the day before, and you're not going to repeat it. I'm happy for life. I'm happy for life. No. You find 5 things that you're grateful for, because the more you look for it, the more you'll find it. And one thing that I used to do, I used to stand outside and just look at the stars and just count. I look at the stars and the moon. So I know when the moon is half, I know when the moon disappears and when it comes back. In fact, my younger daughter will say to me, Mommy, I think we have a mystery here. The moon, somebody has captured the moon. It's a mystery. Let's resolve the mystery and find the moon. Because I used to ask her to join me to look for the moon. So you see the stars and you're grateful, and you start to find things that you're grateful for about everything in your life. Everything, you'll find things you're grateful. Make it a rule to write down a certain number of things you're grateful for every day in your journal. Make it a rule. Many people start by writing out basic material things that they're grateful for, and then they move to more personal things. You can choose. You might be grateful for your home, grateful for your duvet, grateful for your bed that keeps you warm at night, grateful for a cuddle from your spouse, grateful for a cuddle from your children, grateful for the fan that blows you beautiful air to sleep, or the air conditioner. You think of what, you might laugh, but these are things to be grateful for. The chair that I sit on to be able to do this video for you. I'm grateful for the person behind the camera, because if it wasn't here, I won't be able to do this. I'm grateful for my laptop because it gives me the ability to be able to put down notes. I'm grateful for my house manager and how she helps me to manage the house. I'm grateful for my driver, who I call my head of transportation, because we like titles. And I thank them every day for giving me the opportunity to be able to do me, for playing their role so well that I can play my own role so well, and give of my time and speak to my clients and be grateful. Sometimes I do hypnotherapy sessions with people on gratitude so that they learn how to be grateful. Describe what you are grateful for. You can start by feeling grateful to be alive. Start writing about feeling grateful to have the body you have. How many of you stand in front of the mirror and be grateful for the breast that fed your children, or the stomach that carried your children, or the hips that helped your stomach carry them, or the legs that have carried you for so many years, or your hands that are functional, or your eyes that can see beautiful things, or your ears. How many times rather we say, look at my big stomach, look at my big bum bum, look at my big hips, I need to take this in and do BBL, I need to be snatched. But are you thankful for what you have? Not to say you cannot do better, but be grateful for. You cannot release what you hate. I tell people who want to shed weight, you must love it and let it go. And even a house, you cannot release, say, I'm looking for somebody to come and buy my house, and you hate the house, or a job, you want to stop doing a job, but you hate that job. You will be there for a long time because what you resist persists. And that's where you're putting energy, and that's the energy that will grow. So avoid the trap of being grateful for something that is better than what other people have. Don't start to compare. Oh, at least my own is better. I better pass my neighbor. We have that generator in Nigeria. It's a small generator that, people that don't really have that much money first buy when they cannot afford, when, it seems like they have moved on to the next level. And they actually named the generator, which is, the pigeon is, I'm better than my neighbor. So you're not grateful that you're better than your neighbor. You're grateful that you're better today than you were yesterday. Okay? So write the things that you're grateful for. Challenge yourself daily to come up with things, new things. Remember that even tiny things can have an effect. For example, the green light color of the leaves on your plants. Very simple. That springs up hope and renewal. You can use a free digital gratitude journal if you don't want to write it to record. You can record your notes and photos online and create a pictorial gratitude journal every day. Be expressive. There's no limit to this thing. The journal comes in handy also to read when you're feeling down. It helps shift your energy back to a positive vibe by reading all the things that you're grateful for. Remember to write in your journal and keep it somewhere that you are sure is safe and you can see all the time. So when you feel a bit funny, you could just open it, grab it, read it. For example, if after work you spend hours in front of your TV, keep your journal close by so that you can pick it up and read it. And have a beautiful journal. Don't just pick any notebook today, any notebook tomorrow. Get one that is really nice, that speaks to you, that you even enjoy writing in. I'm looking around because I'm trying to see if I can find my journal. And maybe I'll show you in the next one, okay? Nice notebook. That when you're writing, you are inspired to write. I even do pictures in mine. I have like my vision, my journal, I have my vision pictures, the things that I want to achieve. I've printed it out, I've pasted it in so when I open my journal, I see my goals that I want, I connect with it, excited, grateful, and then I write. You can do the same too. It's limitless, okay? Draw up a list of things that you're grateful about in other people, your partner, your children, your mother, your father, your help, your colleagues. Draw up a list of them. I say to people that I love the people I work with. I look forward to going out every day to go and see them. And when I see them, it puts a smile on my face. I love them. I love my clients. I'm grateful for them, for choosing me, but also for choosing themselves. Because they could have decided not to choose themselves. I'm grateful. Show appreciation to your children and your partners for things that they do. Praise them. It reinforces love. And even the real person that you are. Because naturally we are lovers. We are. We all are lovers. But things have happened to us, situations, circumstances, life experiences, that we now we do not go back to that place of realness and of who we truly are. So praise people, praise your children. Don't compare them. Tell them thank you. And so trust me, what I say to you also, I also practice. Sometimes it's easier for you to walk into a place and see all the bad things than to see one good thing. So you walk into it and say, this place is why is this shoe here? Meanwhile, the place is neat. So why not say, thank you for making this place neat? However, is it possible? Or you even pick up the shoe. Maybe that's your own contribution. Maybe that could be your contribution. But what are we grateful for? As empowered beings, we must show people that we are grateful. Because, it just reinforces that happy place. Even to yourself. Are you grateful to yourself? Do you praise yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you say kind words to yourself? Please find things every day to praise yourself for. Look for them. They're there. Because when you focus on something, you find it. When you seek, you find. So look for it. Do not negatively compare people. Are your mates not? Did you not see this person? The person that got A, did they have two heads? Because we're all different. Are you grateful for even the time that they have put in studying? So thank them. Remember confrontation? He said, what I love about you is how every day you bring out your books to study. And I see the commitment and dedication you have to your books. But I need your support in something. I'm going to get you a lesson teacher. I need you to work with a lesson teacher or share some of the places where you have issues or challenges with me so that we can align and make it better for you. Comparison is the thief of all joy, guys. When you compare, and that's why a lot of people are depressed and they feel unfulfilled and they are sad and they're anxious and afraid because a lot of times we're looking at other people and we're saying, God, when me? Why not me? Why not now? So many things. If we look at my mates, we're the same age mate, or look at him, he's driving a Bentley, me, I'm living in one bedroom apartment. Or in Nigeria, it's a big deal. Abroad, maybe not. Because it's a self-contained apartment. And it actually even costs a lot. But then your friend is living in a 3-bedroom apartment in the heart of town in New York or in the heart of London. And they're driving, the best cars. And you're saying, when is this going to happen to me? And so you forget what you have now. And first of all, even the air that you have to breathe, you forget that. You forget that you've got clothes on your back. You forget that. You forget that you've just been able to have a meal. Whether it's what you really wanted to eat or not, but you had a meal. So are we grateful for that? Okay? So instead of saying, why can't you be like this person? Say, I'm impressed that you got a B+ in geography. And I know you worked really hard in that class. As long as you do your best always, I will always be proud of you. What gets celebrated gets repeated. So where are we going to show gratitude in our lives today? How are we going to show gratitude today and every day of our lives? Being grateful puts you in a place to receive more. I always want to receive more. I don't know about you. It's a choice. But choose to receive goodness. And as you celebrate people, people will celebrate you always also. So always stay in a place of gratitude. And we're building now. The blocks are coming together. We're taking stock. We know where we are. We know where we want to go to. We have forgiven ourselves and others that we have blamed for where we are right now. And now we're grateful for those situations that have happened because we know it has happened for us and not to us. Yes? So a journal now. And write every day what you're grateful for, at least 5 things. That's your exercise this week. So if you haven't done the forgiveness exercise, go back and do it, please. And if you have started it, keep doing it. If you haven't done the mirror work, go back and do it. And if you have started, congratulations. Now we're getting a book and we're writing the things that we're grateful for. And you can write as many. You can put them in pictures. You can write them in. You can record them on your phone and keep them as an audio journal. It's limitless, okay? But keep in constant action. Keep doing it. Don't stop. Keep going with me, guys, as I keep working with you. Have a wonderful day once again. And my name is Adiola. I love you and honor you.